Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back with their message you need to hear right now. Let's hop right into it and find out that your angels really want you to know. From the jump, I am hearing that people are talking about your mindset and your attitude. People definitely say that you have a reputation for being someone that moves past things easily or just changes bad circumstances into good circumstances. I also feel as well, some of you went through a loss or a breakup that other people have witnessed, and for whatever reason, you just look like you bounce back really quickly. I feel like for a lot of you, this is just because you guys focus on yourself and what you can change. I do feel like for some of you, you just suffer in silence, so people don't really see you guys crying about whatever it is you have going on. Whatever the circumstance is, people definitely have taken notice in your ability to bounce back and be strong. And not only that, a lot of you have a reputation for almost bouncing back 2 times as strong, 2 times more successful. I feel like a lot of you guys have really managed to understand that a lot of things that happen in your life, as difficult as they can be, they happen for you, not to you. So a lot of you, no matter how hard or tragic a situation is, you take that circumstance and you take it as a learning lesson and you move forward. I feel like for those that are going through a tough time right now, you are doing a good job showing face because people actually feel like you're unbothered. I do feel like for some of you, you may have had a situation where people may have been out to get you, or people have tried to take you down, or people have tried to post things or say things to get you guys instigated. But I feel like for most of you, you don't even really notice people are doing it. And that's why people think that you're so tough. I also feel like for some of you, it may not even be that. It just could just be that like you just seem to just be completely unbothered with what everyone else is doing. But at the end of the day, you do have a reputation for being somebody that has a really good mentality. I feel like there are circumstances in your life where people have witnessed you go through things. Like, for instance, even day-to-day things, I feel like you guys really handle that well because you really do have a mentality of like, okay, can I change it? Let me fix it. If not, let me keep it moving. I also feel that a lot of you guys may have had people try to bring you down because of your light. And a lot of people have witnessed you guys being an innocent person in a lot of situations where people may have been out to get you. But one thing is for sure, people really admire your strength. And honestly, some of your enemies or opposition or people who don't like you or people you've fallen out with are actually really disappointed when they go to check up on you and they see that you're just completely unbothered or you're keeping it moving. I do feel like, again, some of you may be really hurt or going through a tough time. But the thing is that a lot of you guys can have learned to like channel that energy into productivity. Some of you guys, you actually went through a breakup or a loss and you're like, okay, I'm gonna come back 2 times harder. I feel like for some of you as well, you know the importance of taking a time out, reevaluating whatever it is that God has planned for you next. So I also feel as well that a lot of you do have the mentality that if someone was taken out of your life or if something was taken out of your life, there is a divinely orchestrated reason for it. And I do think this is why you guys have that amazing mentality. You have that amazing reputation because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of you guys are very spiritual or you believe in God or you at least believe in your purpose and you know that giving up is not an option. I know that's something I always say to myself. People always ask me like, oh, how do you keep going? You know, especially people that have witnessed me go through things. And I'm like, it's not an option for me. I don't feel like sitting around and crying about stuff that has happened to me. Yes, of course, I will confide in my friends. I have down days just like everybody else. But what do I get out of complaining or playing victim in certain circumstances? Every situation has a learning opportunity in it. So again, I feel like a lot of you guys share my mentality. That's why you guys are on my collective. If you're new here, welcome. You can hit subscribe. I always say, hey, you guys here, you're my light workers, you're my healers. If anything, you guys feel things a lot stronger than a lot of people, but at the same time, you're not going to turn that circumstance into your whole life story. You're not just your trauma. A lot of you guys are really meant to have stories that are overcoming obstacles and inspirational to a lot of people. And that's basically what people are saying about you right now, that you're extremely inspirational. And for a lot of you, you may be embarrassed by certain things that you've gone through, but in reality, those are the reasons why people love you. For those that can't hide your setbacks for whatever reasons, like you had to go through a divorce and your family had to find out about it, or some of you guys, you do have jobs online, or there's just circumstances where you just couldn't hide what you were going through, or scandals or things that may have happened in your life. People have seen you guys gracefully overcome that. And if you had made mistakes or other people perceived you had made mistakes, you guys gracefully got yourself away from that situation and learned from that situation. I really feel like people are looking at you guys in a very high light. And a lot of people are looking at you as somebody that they want to be like. And honestly, you do have your haters or opposition or people that don't like you or people that have fallen out with you or exes press that you just seem so unbothered by whatever it is that they have going on or they're saying about you. Because the truth is that I do feel like you are. Like you honestly are. A lot of you guys comment below, I don't even care what's going on with that person. There's so many times people have brought things to my attention. Like, this person is saying this about you. This person posted this about you. And I'm like, well, I appreciate if you don't even show me because I really don't care. And the funny thing is that even when things are brought to your attention, I'm really saying for a lot of you guys, you really just don't care. Like, And some of you guys, yes, your feelings could be hurt, you could really be agitated, but there really is an energy here of discipline, self-control, and just a good mentality. I really do feel like a lot of you guys don't move impulsively. You move passionately, and there's a difference. And yeah, there will be certain circumstances where people try to knock you off your horse, but even if they can or they do, you get back on it. You get back on it. No one can stop you guys from getting back up. Like, I feel like you are the type of person that no matter what happens to you, you're not going to give up. You're going to keep going. You may redirect, you may need to rest, but this is really part of your purpose here. And I do feel as well that when one door closes, another one really opens. So yes, people are saying that you moved past something that happened to you really fast. And people are like, how did they bounce back from that so easily? And I feel for some of you, it could have been a breakup or someone really doing something hurtful to you. It could have been a loss, a job loss, a money loss. It doesn't matter. But people are just like kind of impressed about how you guys are looking lately. I really feel like some of you guys look really good as well. I do feel like for some of you too as well, like I'm not gonna lie about it, but you know how sometimes you go through like a tragic breakup and you can't eat for a couple weeks or something like that, but you end up kind of looking good. Like it may not even be on purpose. I'm not saying that, you know, losing a lot of weight when you're stressed is a good thing. It's just an example. Like sometimes accidentally you'll stumble into the next best thing for you. Like something bad that happens to you will trigger you into something amazing. Like I always tell you guys, like after I had like my first big breakup in my life, it kind of triggered me to work on myself and start my YouTube channel. So there's always things that happen in life and you choose the way you react to things. Yes, I believe in fate, but there's a certain part of your life where you need to step back and make a decision to go for something different and to choose differently for yourself. And I really feel like you have mastered that. For whoever's watching, you have mastered the art of choosing better for yourself. And I do feel like a lot of you have been handed difficult cards from the jump. And you may have had a difficult time growing up or struggled, and it's because you have bigger purposes. So when bigger things, people perceive some things happening in your life as a big deal. A lot of you guys, it's just another day in your life, like honestly. And I do feel like your life is gonna be improving a lot more. I feel like a lot of you are definitely over the worst parts of your life. Yes, there's always gonna be setbacks or disappointments, that's life, but I do feel like you've definitely mastered the art of just being like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna keep it moving. And people have noticed that, they admire that about you. And I actually feel like some of you guys can turn your motivational qualities into some sort of avenue for income. I'm hearing, again, I've been hearing that for a lot of you guys. Some of you guys are writing a book, or you write books, or some of you are content creators. Some of you are gonna start a side hustle that has to do with something that you kind of figured out on your own. I feel like through every setback, there is some sort of blessing, especially in divinely orchestrated people's lives. Because yeah, some people, they do have things happen to them that are the consequences of their own actions. But I truly feel like every day you guys are trying to show up and be your best and do your best. And even if you make mistakes, there is a high level of accountability that I'm seeing here. And again, people may also tell you guys or say about you guys that you may have a big ego, but I actually feel like a lot of you just have a very healthy confidence in yourself and your ability to start over from nothing because you've had to do it so many times. And I feel like for whoever's watching, you probably had to grow up fast, or you just learned at a young age that no one's gonna come in and save you, no one's gonna help you, gotta figure it out yourself. So that's what I'm hearing, that people see you as that person that no matter what they throw at you, you're gonna keep going, and it pisses people off. People will try you guys and they will continue to try you guys, but I just feel like the more and more you guys go on your path, the more unbothered you're gonna be. So yeah, I'm channeling in without even cards today. Like I always tell you guys, I could probably do the whole video without it, but I really like the visuals. And I like to let you guys know I am selling these decks in my shop, 70% off. And you can also follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, if you want to see what your girl Alice got going on outside of YouTube. I feel like a lot of you guys do have so many talents, gifts, and skills. And if you're listening to this right now, it is a sign you're meant to be so much bigger than what you are now. So if you are going through some sort of setback or a loss or some sort of disappointment, this is gearing you in the right direction. I feel like for some of you as well, it could be that you're just lacking motivation in something that you're doing, and there could be something coming in that's going to spark your excitement again. We got children and gossip. I love it, guys. Yeah, I feel you finally realize that people who are successful, they don't sit around and gossip all day long. So if people are saying things about you, it's a sign you're doing something right. And the truth is that a lot of people who have things to say about your life have not even accomplished half of what you guys accomplished. Some of you guys may feel like maybe you're going through a financial loss, so you're not successful, or maybe you're going through a breakup, so like you made a mistake in a relationship, or like some of you guys just feel like some of your mistakes are things that cannot be redone. But the truth is that you've learned so much from those experiences. I also feel as well with the children card there, it's interesting because a lot of people that have things to say about you are people that couldn't even bounce back from half of the stuff you guys have gone through. And I feel like, again, some of you guys may feel like you're a failure right now, as I'm hearing, and I really feel like if you're thinking about yourself, please don't, because you really aren't. I actually feel like what's happening in your life right now is to guide you to something higher. And not only that, sometimes you get caught up in the material world that we live in. We forget there's a whole spiritual, metaphysical aspect to the things that are going on around you. In the eyes of God, you're not a failure. You're actually someone who has overcome so much spiritually, and you've helped a lot of people. So if you've helped a lot of people in your life and you've overcome so much spiritually, you're already doing better than most people. And I also feel as well, some of you guys are really hard on yourselves and you think that you're failing, but you're actually doing better than most people, even financially or whatever else you guys may be hard on yourself. Again, you guys are my light workers, my healers, and my collective. You could be overachievers. You could be just people that always have goals going on. And sometimes things are going to happen in life that are going to feel so catastrophic, but I just feel like a lot of you guys are really showing face, and people just think that you guys are doing better than ever. And that can also be difficult for some of you, to have people think that you're doing so well and maybe you're struggling. So I feel like, for some of you guys, if there's someone you can open up to or ask for advice for certain things you're going through, you should definitely do that. I actually hear that. For some of you, you're going to have someone coming in that you can talk to about what you're going through. No judgment. They may actually guide you in the right direction. They may actually be the person that's going to help you get to that next step. But again, please pay no mind to the childish people that are gossiping. And I feel like for some of you that, it's more like in your workplace, stay away from that table where they're always gossiping, or stay away from telling your information to people that don't want what's best for you. Because again, I feel like a lot of you have opened up. Okay, what I'm hearing is some of you guys don't open up to anybody anymore because of that reason, because you've had people gossip about it. But I do feel like you are going to be brought more divinely orchestrated people. And now you guys learn the signs of people that you can't trust. And yeah, it's going to be most people, especially when you are in this light where people are expecting so much of you and it seems like you can never get a break. But yeah, I feel, again, people are childish, and that's just the truth. And people are talking about you guys, but at the end of the day, what they're really saying is, look, the Ice Queen, Ice King energy, you guys, people are probably saying right now that you're cold as ice, that you don't care, that you are, I'm hearing badass, that you're just hustling on. And not only that, okay, so I feel like you turned your back on certain people, but the truth is that people are talking about the fact that you turned your back on people that were childish. Yeah, that's really the truth. I feel like some of you guys are concerned that someone's starting a hate campaign about you, or people that you have walked away from, or sabotaging your reputation. But in reality, their life speaks for itself. You already have power, influence, and success. These people talking don't have crap. And it's the truth. People that sit around talking about other people are generally not the people that people look up to. They may have some sort of popularity, but that negativity is never going to make a positive impact on the world. But yeah, people are saying about you guys right now that you bounced back, that you got over someone very quickly, and even that you may be cold or heartless. But in reality, you guys are surviving and you're living with a purpose and a vision. And for small-minded people, they're gonna see the way you guys move as cold or heartless, because they don't understand what it takes to make it to the top of whatever it is that you guys are trying to do with your life. And I'm not even trying to say that some of you guys want to be building an empire in a physical in this physical reality. Some of you guys, it's more like a spiritual thing. But what I am hearing is that you are trying to build yourself up, whether it be spiritually, financially, emotionally, mentally, physically. I mean, probably all of the ways. And a lot of people don't even have the accountability to even grow up to take accountability for their own life. And I feel like you guys have reached that stage where you're not sitting around crying about all your problems to people. You're not oversharing your worries and your stresses. Some of you guys have really learned to see that as an unattractive trait in others, that every time they have a setback or a problem, they're constantly focusing on it. And that's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. And I feel, again, that you guys spiritually, emotionally, and mentally can figure out the difference at this point. So you actually learn to avoid certain people. And I do feel like you may have a reputation for being cold in certain environments because you can already see the BS and the drama from a mile away. Even when it comes to dating relationships, I know your kind, I know your type. Oh, you're cold, you're judgmental. No, not really. I just been down this block before. I feel like no matter how old you guys are, you're old souls, and you're smart, and you're perceptive, and you've seen the patterns, and you know how people move, and you're just not doing it anymore. You're not doing it to certain people, and you're like, no, thank you, bye. I'm really seeing that. People want to hate, and then they want to get up in your VIP section, metaphorically or actually, right? Some of you guys are big deals, and I would not be surprised if you got a VIP section, But anyways, I'm just saying that people hate from the outside of the club they can't get into. So why are you listening and paying attention to that? And you're not. And so that's the reputation, that you guys are cold, that you don't care anymore about certain people. And that's the truth, because you're focusing on yourself right now. And some of you guys, you could care a lot, but honestly, you care more about yourself, self-love, your future. If you do have children, or you do have people you look after, or if you are a leader in one way or another, of course that's going to come first. Your money, is it paying you? Then it's going to matter. If these people are not paying you, then who cares what they're saying, With the true love here too, I do feel like this could have to do with your mentality when it comes to dating. Some of you guys definitely have a mentality that some people don't understand. You may eliminate dating options very quickly. You may be very cold. You may not open up very easily. And again, this is to protect your heart. I feel like also, a lot of you guys do want to attract a true love and a soulmate, but you're just tired of all the BS that like other people have brought into your life. So I'm hearing a message for you guys that I really feel like there is someone there out there for you. And just because you've been through so much BS doesn't mean everyone's like that. Most people are going to be childish. A lot of you guys have had bad experience with friendships, bad experiences with love, and it's because you're a light worker and a healer, and you have a high vibrational energy, and most people are not going to match your energy, so you're going to have to find people that are on a like-minded level, and that's not going to be a lot of people. So yeah, you may have a large amount of bad experiences dating or with certain friendships, but that doesn't mean that it's everybody. You have to learn to kind of shift through the people that are kind of just like everybody else. You can find your people. And I'm not trying to say that like people that are like not like-minded are bad. They're just bad for you because they're not going to be in alignment with your path. So again, I'm encouraging you guys to keep hustling. Don't give up on love just because you're disappointed, because what I really do feel is that the coldness that you are right now is actually the energy that's going to attract you to your next person. Because if you're too open-hearted, if you're too trusting, if you're too naive, you're gonna have the wrong people coming into your life. It's gonna slow down your process. So yeah, some of you guys are wondering if you've become too cold-hearted or something like that. But in reality, I think that if you had to be cold-hearted in a certain phase of your life, is because that's what you needed to get from A to B. But I feel some of you guys may be softening up a little bit, healing a little bit, and letting some new people in. Because of everything you've learned, you're realizing that you can't just be an island either. So that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, a lot of you also have had people try to control you, and that may have turned you off to relationships or certain friendships or certain work environments, but doesn't mean everyone's going to be that. I see that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you guys to network with people that, again, respect your energy, respect your space the same way you've done for others. I'm definitely hearing that you guys are not cold at all. In reality, you have a tit for tat energy. Like, I really feel like an eye for an eye mentality, because what I'm seeing is that you guys actually give the energy back to people give to you. So people are throwing you bad, weird vibes, then you throw them well, I don't even think you throw them bad, weird vibes back. You throw them the cold shoulder. That's what they get. But if people are open and honest and respectful of you, I think you guys give that back as well. But so many people, they don't want to see a mirror. They don't want to see the fact that you're only acting this way towards them now, or initially, or forever, because of what they're throwing at you. And again, you guys are very intuitive. So you may also have a reputation of being cold-hearted because you're just like this way from the jump. But in reality, you just know how people move and you trust your gut. That guy is moving funny. Okay, that girl is definitely fake, like whatever. Sometimes you got to be a little judgmental in this world, because being naive and being too open is never a good thing. And if someone's meant to be in your life, they will overcome that obstacle if you guys being guarded. There's nothing wrong with being guarded in this world. I think it is important to protect your heart, protect yourself. Yeah. But I feel like some of you guys have gone through something really tough, or you're going through something really tough right now. So of course, you're not going to be open to certain things. But I do feel like there's going to be some like-minded people coming in here. We got home here, we got mature man, and we got triangle. Okay. I feel like some of you guys are going to be making some pretty big decisions. Some opportunities are going to come. We also have travel. Some of you guys are going to, I really feel like some of you guys may get an opportunity to travel. You definitely should take that. Yeah, some of you're going through some healing right now. So a little vacation might help. If you guys are doing a lot of work as far as improving your home, it's definitely making a difference. Or if you're planning on shifting or moving your location, it's going to make a positive difference as well. And I'm seeing someone's got their eyes on you guys, because they kind of like this coldness, For men out there, it could be a woman. For a man out there, for my women out there, it could be a man. It doesn't matter. My readings are unisex and timeless. Doesn't matter what gender you are or where you're at in life. If you get to this reading, it's for you if it resonates. But I really am seeing that someone actually is like seeing you as a choice in love, because they love the way that you are. They see that you have this mentality that is similar to them, that you can bounce back easily, that you are somebody that is like doesn't sit around and complain all the time, that you are somebody that can, if you are looking for something traditional, right? If you're a man out there watching, this woman is seeing that you could really hold down the home, and vice versa. If you are a man looking for, or a woman looking for a man, like this man may be seeing that you're someone that can really, be a nice homemaker. You can raise your kids well. Like, you have morals and integrity. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And for anything in between, because I always tell you guys too, like, we live in 2023 and everybody's going to have a different expectation for what they want their relationship to look like. But I'm definitely seeing, for those that do want something a little more traditional, like there's people out there that value the qualities that you guys bring to the table. You wouldn't have to sit there on the date and be asked, so what do you bring to the table? Because it's obvious. It's obvious with the work that you do, or how you express yourself, or where you've come from, or how much you've overcome, that you are a decent human being, and people can see that in you. So you got a lot of admirers, but you're gonna have childish people that are actually jealous of all you achieved and make you feel like what you are isn't good enough. And it's really funny because I do talk about this, and I think I was talking about this on my Patreon. You guys should check it out. But the truth is that I've always gotten insulted more by people who had nothing going for them than I've had from people that were somebody in this world. So let's just leave it at that, And that's just the truth. So if you guys think there's something wrong with you because of things that petty little losers are saying about you, then there isn't. Really, 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 this is the truth, guys. When I used to bartend, I remember this. Whenever someone would say something, I had one patron, and he would say, take it where it comes. And I always think about that because I was young at the time, and I was like, yeah, just take it where it comes from. If that person is not in any position that you want to be in life, then who the heck cares? I know sometimes it hurts more if it's like family or friends or people you've known for a while, but in reality, sometimes the people that you've known your whole life don't even really know you, don't really understand you, and you could be missing out on opportunities to connect with people who really get you. And you could have been around people that were like, yeah, I'm just like you, bro, I'm just like you, sis, whatever, or dating people you thought were just like you, but in reality, they weren't at all. A lot of people talk, but not a lot of people walk the walk, and I feel like you guys walk the walk, and yeah, not everybody's gonna get that or see that, but the right people will. Like, for you guys to come across as an ice king and ice queen, anybody that's been through similar things and understands that most people who are guarded are not cold people. They're actually people that are making sure that they're protecting themselves and they're self-aware. And that's really important. I feel like we do live in a very narcissistic society. So if somebody is just outwardly looking so empathetic and kind and open and all these things, like a lot of people will take to that individual. But we live in a world where people will, get on social media and, vent about social issues, right, for example, but then turn around and be a piece of crap behind closed doors. I kind of feel like some of you guys may be giving off the opposite energy. People may think that you're a little bit cold, you're a little bit crude, but in reality, you actually are very kind. Some of you guys could be air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, earth signs, Capricorns out there, what up, or placements, doesn't matter what sign you are, but it's actually funny. You are the type of person I feel like people will meet and be like, oh, actually pretty cool. And I do feel like for my women out there, you could be pretty attractive, or my men, doesn't matter, or people may think you're stuck up or anything like that, but if you are someone who is value, attractive, you're gonna have to protect yourself. Because, like, of course, if you're a woman, you're walking down the street, a bunch of people harassing you because they want your number, you're gonna eventually learn to say no, and you're gonna have, after the fifth person following you and not taking no for an answer, you're gonna be like, leave me alone, like, because it's not safe to just be giving your energy out to everybody. That's just an example. Or for my men or my women out there who are super successful and people know who you are, you're the big boss, like, or you're famous in one way or another. Yeah, of course you're not gonna make friends with every person that's like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. So, if somebody meets you one day and you're out and they're saying you're rude because you don't wanna give them your time and energy for free when you get paid to show up and you're drained. And it's true, when you reach a certain level of success, like, your money is time. So spending time with somebody is valuable. And if people don't see that, they can kick rocks. I don't care who you are, where in this world. I'm just saying, whoever's watching, your time is valuable. If you're a healer, your energy get drained very easily. I know I do. I just did a Q&A on my Instagram, and a lot of you guys were asking me, like, how I protect my energy. And sometimes it's really tough because there are some days one bad interaction can drain me. And for my highly sensitive, empathetic people, that can really suck to go through that. And I think that anybody that has their energy valued is going to experience that people may think you're cold, but you have to be okay with that. And that's what boundaries is about. You're going to have to be okay with people painting you out to be the bad guy, painting you out to be the monster. And I feel like that's exactly what your guys' reputation is. But the truth is that a lot of people are saying that they respect this about you, that they want to be like you guys. So of course, there's going to be some people that are jealous, but they're mad that they can't control your time. They're mad that they can't control the outcome of whatever it is that you guys are doing. Or some of you guys actually went off to start new business ideas and plans without certain people from your past, and they could be saying that you cut them out or so on and so forth. But in reality, if you are the one that's usually with the $1 million idea, people should just be grateful to go along with your vision. There's so many times too that people will want to join in on whatever you have going on, but it's your vision, but they want to be the leader. It doesn't make any sense, right? So I feel like, my people out there, you have natural leadership qualities, or natural, just in general, you're a trendsetter or an influencer, whatever you identify as. And this is something that you guys should keep in mind. People are going to be jealous of that. People are going to be weird, and don't pay any mind to it, because you're doing something right. But what I'm hearing right now is that people are talking about maybe a breakup you guys have gone through, your approach to relationships, your approach to business, your approach to even sometimes family members or friends, that you're cold, you don't want to spend too much time, that you don't care. But in reality, you care a lot. You're just trying to prioritize what's important to you. Like, for example, too, as well, like if you are someone who is like the head income in your house, right? When you work all day and you come home and like you're trying to prioritize taking care of your family, right? So like to have other family members criticize you that you work too much when they're benefiting from the hard work you're doing, it's like they don't get it, you know? Of course you're gonna be drained when you come home from work. This is an example, guys. I'm just saying that sometimes like there's just different perspectives. Like sure, certain people in your life are gonna feel neglected, that you don't spend enough time with them. I get that, and that they're completely valid for that. But I do feel like if you are going through a spiritual transformation or anything in your life where you need to recover and mentally, emotionally, and physically, you don't owe anybody anything, especially when you are the hand that's giving. Yeah, and I do feel like a lot of you guys just naturally give so much time, energy, advice, so naturally. You're just somebody that actually genuinely enjoys helping people, and a lot of people are just takers and takers and takers, not givers. So yeah, maybe you have a reputation for being cold, but who cares about that? Because in all reality, and I've learned this too as well, if people want to say that about me, good. I'd rather people go around saying that I'm cold, that I'm hard to access, that I'm not an easy person to get to know, that I'm a bad person, because I want the people that kind of see through that, who have discernment, to come towards me. I don't want people that believe gossip and rumors to be around me anyway. And secondly, the thing is that people should not feel like they have easy access to you. That's not a good thing. So yeah, if people feel like they don't have easy access to you, that maybe you've gotten stuck up, that you know, you're Hollywood right now, but in reality you're protecting your soul, you're protecting your heart, and your eyes on the prize. Your eyes on the prize. Like maybe you guys did cut off a bunch of people to focus on one relationship. So of course, you know, those other people are going to be mad about it. Or of course, some of you guys cut off some business deals because there's a better one. So yeah, you got to choose yourself. And unfortunately, being somebody that is stepping into the vision that you have for yourself, you have to learn to turn off the empathy a little bit towards people that don't have your best interest at heart. And some of you guys just feel way too guilty choosing yourself still. But I feel like you guys are choosing yourself right now. And yeah, people are actually saying good things about you, that you bounce back pretty fast from minor setbacks, disappointments, and they may not have been minor at the time, but you make catastrophic events look like a minor inconvenience. So I love that energy for you guys. Look, we have the self-elimination. I feel like you guys also really do have the ability to remove yourself before, you know, shit hits the fan. And that's another thing too. You are a trendsetter. So if you guys are getting out of a certain environment, whether it be you're forced out or on purpose, certain people just kind of follow suit. You're going to notice whatever it is you guys are doing, other people in your life are going to start to do it too. Yeah, someone's definitely thinking about you guys. I think they really like your attitude. They like your approach to however you're handling your stuff right now. Someone's definitely got their eyes on you, but they could be a slow mover. Let's see what else we have about this. Yeah, this person could live at a distance from you, or they can actually kind of enjoy like you guys being a little distant because you're focusing on yourself. Like, again, this could be someone that has like valuable, like their time's very valuable, so they can't really be with somebody or date somebody very needy. This person could actually live at a distance. Yeah, I feel like for some people it's funny too, because a lot of people kind of say they want that in a person, but then when they don't hear from that person, they're like, oh, like, what's the deal? They don't like me. So it's kind of like that. Like someone definitely likes you guys and they want to communicate with you. That's another thing too, because there could be somebody here who their time is very valuable, but they actually are waiting to hear from you, or you're going to hear from them. Yeah, someone's definitely going to like go out of their way to see you or want you to go see them. And they really like want to get to know you because they feel like you're very like-minded. And I do feel like for some of you, this could be more like business world, but I do feel like it's romantic too. And I feel like you're just going to see a lot of aspects of your life improve the more you're prioritizing your time. I'm hearing that one song, do you really think I care that you really don't like me? Find somebody else. It could be anyone else out there. Like, I'm really hearing that. Like, I really hear that you guys have this mentality, whether you grew into it or you've always been this way. Do you really think that I care if you really don't like me? Like, I love that, because I do feel like somebody here is the same way and they like you guys because of it. And if you guys do have an audience, or if you do, or you're in a workplace, or you know a lot of people, or wherever line of work that you guys are in, people kind of respect that about you. They're like, this person does not care. I'm also hearing as well that people could be crying about you guys, like, oh, they did this to me, they were mean to me, da, 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 just because you had your boundaries up, right? And the response from anybody else that knows you is like, do you really think that they care? Do you really think they're losing sleep over you? You definitely have some delusional people in your past that may think you're focused on them, that you're plotting against them, that you lose sleep over them. But in reality, I'm actually hearing that you have a reputation for being unbothered. Like, I have done this reading before, but I'm hearing it again. And it's funny because there's someone you guys have fallen off with, or somebody that really doesn't like you guys, and they're talking about you, and they're like, people are saying to this person, do you really think that they care that you really don't like them? They don't care. They don't care. Like, that's the truth. They don't care. And so people are wasting energy caring too much of what you guys have going on. But really, it really looks like you don't care. And honestly, even if you did care, you're not giving that off that energy. You have a reputation of being that person that's like, yeah, you're really caring, you really look out for your people, but once it's over and done with, you don't care anymore. I think that's it. You guys don't try to get even or get revenge. You just turn off that energy towards that person. Like, let's just never meet again, okay? Like, that's it, okay? I really feel like you guys really try hard not to miss people that hurt you, and you shouldn't. 2 on 2, date card. Yeah, it's not in your head that a lot of people want to date you, but it's like, you make people feel insecure or a little bit intimidated, you know? Because people really feel like you're pretty good where you're at, you know, and they don't want to wreck your peace. And some people really feel like they don't even have the audacity to think that they even have a chance with you. But I do feel like, look at this, we got a bachelor here, so we do have somebody that sees you as a bachelor, sees you as a bachelorette. Doesn't matter, you know, what you identify as. But yeah, reassurance. But they just want a little reassurance that you like them, because you make even like top tier people feel insecure, okay? Because like, you are a top tier person, and things are not going to work out for you guys until you realize that. When you stop dating below you or people that are never going to get you, you're going to have bad experience after bad experience, you know? And I don't think that is a man thing or a woman thing. It's just going to happen to anyone, no matter what level you guys are at. This is something that I've just noticed. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, you date girls, you date guys. If you keep dating below you in any which way possible, you're going to have bad experiences. And then you may make the mistake of thinking everybody out there is like that, when in reality, not everybody is like that. It's just, you got to get around the right people. And when you guys do have so much to offer, you are going to be attracting low level energy people. And of course, that extra layer of spiritual attack, you guys may be having energies that are out for you because you're making a difference in the world. Like, you guys are my movers and my shakers. So of course, the quickest way negative level energies can get to you is through your dating life, your friendships, even family. So it's important to use your discernment when it comes with dealing with others. And I don't think you guys are cold or cruel at all. I think you're exactly where you need to be at. And if someone is meant to catch your attention, they're going to do that, right? God will put that person in your path, or they will put that person in your head. There's a lot of times I have blocked off certain people in my life because I was like, nope, absolutely not. And I got my intuition, give this person a shot, give this person another chance. And I find out, okay, yeah, they're actually pretty cool. And there's so many times people have come into my life and they try to pose as like the savior, you know, and in reality ended up being smoke and mirrors. So that's why sometimes even we all get fooled, even when we have our gifts, and certain things we're just meant to learn. But one thing is for sure, when you guys have this energy, you're gonna have a high dose of people coming at you. It's gonna be hard to decipher through all those energies. And sometimes you're gonna be exhausted. Sometimes you're just gonna have so much going on that it's gonna be hard to listen to your intuition. So you'll know if someone's meant for your life. So don't worry about that. Don't live your life with anxiety and fear that you're missing out. If some days are quiet, there's just not much meant for you that day, you know? Like, don't think you're missing out on anything. But if you feel intuitively guided towards someone or something, definitely go for that, right? I feel like once you kind of get in alignment, it becomes easy. And yeah, you're gonna be cold to people in situations that don't feel right for you, as you should be. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I feel like somebody here, mature, is wanting to choose you guys. They want to communicate with you. They kind of like how distant you are because you're just kind of focused on what you have going on. Yeah, this person could be moving slowly because they're protecting their energy, control and change. Yeah, I feel as well that you guys definitely are learning to control what you can change. And this is making you so powerful instead of focusing on what you cannot. And yeah, there's no point in worrying about what everyone else is doing. You got to worry about yourself, and this is what you're doing here. I feel like you're at the end of a cycle here, and the new cycle you're on is going to bring in so much new. I feel like a lot of you guys are shifting your energy, moving environments, maybe moving your house. You could be moving job. There could be a big move in your life that also has to do with your energy shifting, because sometimes when you move your location, it kind of rids the old energies of the past. And some of you guys, you really need to be cord cutting and cleansing and saging at your home, because you've definitely ended a chapter where you got rid of a lot of people but those people could still be hanging on and lingering on your energy and definitely talking about you. You know, people are saying like that you're just so cold towards them, but they never really think about what they did to get you to that point. Or for some people, they're saying you're cold, but who do they think they are to think that you owe them anything? There's so many people over here that look like they're entitled. They're entitled to you when you don't even know them. Like, of course, if you've fallen off with somebody, they should reflect on what they've done and quit talking about you. But there are people here that seriously are mad that they don't have access to you, and they're saying that like they feel like they're entitled to your time, and you can't give those people time of day. That is the biggest narcissist alert ever. Like, personally, guys, like, I feel like, especially when it comes to dating, there has been so many people that I just eliminate just based on like the first interactions, like especially when the person is not even like caring about my time, like they're too pushy. Oh, today's not a good day for me. They're like, oh, come on, move your schedule around. Like, I'm gonna move your schedule around for you. I don't even know you. Like, it's crazy how much people don't value other people's time and push and push and push. So yeah, I feel like, again, you guys are giving me that very like it's like the justice card, like Libra vibes. Like, I'm gonna give you what you give me back. So if you guys started to get cold distance towards other people, best be known they were probably doing something towards you that you really didn't like. And yes, you can make that judgment from the jump. You don't have to get to know somebody and know that there's something off or weird about them. You can pretty much see that in some of the first interactions. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. And if by any old means you did misjudge somebody, you will get the intuition that, or you'll see something or get some kind of download or dream that something was going to come to you like, okay, yeah, like that person deserves a shot. Because God will let you know if that person's on your path. And God will definitely let you know if that person isn't. I always feel like, you know, more than we know what we're meant to do, we definitely get the signs of what we're not meant to do. And some people, they just keep pushing and pushing in a direction that's not meant for them. And there's certain people that are trying to push in your direction and it's not meant for them. And I really feel like some of you guys are getting pushed and you're over it, you're tired. So yeah, you've been cold towards certain people, and that's okay. Yeah, I really feel like it, okay? Ending's the beginning. It's not the ending here of a certain cycle in your life. And you're going to see a lot of great things. Look, relocation at home. I just said that. Some of you guys are planning on moving. You're going to move a job or a location or a night, or you're going to change the way you're doing things. There's something going on where your energy is shifting, where certain energies are not going to have access to you anymore spiritually. You guys already got rid of a lot of people, but you may be having restless nights. You may be feeling off, weird, or strange because, like I said before, people are still talking. They're focused on you, and they could definitely be trying you or just posting or saying things to try to get you agitated. And a lot of you have so many eyes on you that you don't even realize. I always say this too as well. A lot of my supporters are silent supporters, if not most of them. So when I see sometimes you guys comment when I mention it, like, oh, I'm a silent supporter for 5-6 years, Alice, like, I love that. And you guys got to be conscious of that too. Just because you may not be heavy on social media doesn't mean you don't have people that are silently supporting you or silently envying you as well. Even some of your biggest views are going to be from people that don't like you, unfortunately, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? So what I'm seeing is that, you know, people are saying that they don't have access to you, they're mad about it, that you got over a breakup or an ending really fast, and people were hoping that that was going to take you out, that you were going to be so upset about it, especially if that person, if it did you wrong or dirty, or friendships. And the truth is that people are sending so much hate your way because you seem so unbothered, and they just wish they can get under your skin. But that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Again, some of you guys don't even see this is going on, which is a beautiful thing. Like, honestly, let me know below. If you don't see any of this going on, like, this is even better because that makes it even more funny. Like, there are certain things that, like, I wouldn't know unless someone brought it to my attention. And then I started to eliminate the friends in my life that brought into my attention the nasty things that people were saying and doing to me as well. Because it's like, or, you know, like, you know those friends that have to constantly update you on, like, what someone you fell off with is doing, or constantly bring them up all the time when you're trying to move past it. Like, say you have a falling out with a friend, and like you have another friend that's constantly informing you about what that person is up to or posting or saying about you. You're like, yeah, like, I have to put down boundaries with people, and I'm sure you guys had too. Like, listen, if you keep bringing this person up, you're gonna be next. Like, this is the energy I feel like you guys are in, because when you are so spiritual in this way, that just saying someone's name in front of you can throw their energy at you. And this is the truth, okay? So again, you guys may not acknowledge that you have these gifts, but you do. So even if you are a little bit more in the logical or cold end, you still can have these type of gifts. And you're just not, you know, as I'm a Cancer rising, if you guys know astrology, I always tell you guys, if you're new here, you know, I really feel this, like, this is one of my blessings and my curses. I feel energy like way before like most people could, and it's really anxiety inducing at times, but it's actually the biggest blessing because it really helps me feel people out. If someone is giving me a high amount of anxiety when I'm around them, I already take that as a sign. And you'll be surprised, you know, when you don't trust that, what happens next. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really hope you guys like this message. I thought it was funny because honestly, the main message here is that you got, like, people are talking about how you got over your breakup fast or how you bounced back fast. You look really good. How you got over like a loss pretty quickly or something like that. Whatever was public or known to the people around you that you went through, people are saying that you're getting over it, you got over it easy, that you look great, that if anything this happened, like you somehow made this work for you better. Like people honestly think whatever setback you went through, you use it to your benefit. You may have a reputation of like using that person or situation to excel yourself. But people can say what they want, right? Honestly, I actually do feel like you guys are genuine. You just know when to cut the cords and keep it moving. So that's what I have for you guys today. I see that you're going to be very successful in the next couple of months because of this mentality you're in. I don't care if you've been this way your whole life or it's new to you. This is exactly how you need to be. But I know for my empaths out there, my super sensitive people, you know, this could be really difficult for you guys to be in this energy, but you're making it look easy. A lot of you guys learning how to say no was really hard for you. Learning to accept that certain people are going to paint you in a bad light. But honestly, when you see the beautiful blessings that God has planned for you that don't involve these people, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be so thankful. And sometimes things come out about certain people. I felt bad cutting them off, and I realized that I made the right choice. And you guys may have those moments too as well. Like, yeah, I definitely made the right choice with that. Yeah, I feel like you guys have such good karma coming in, and you know God wants to open those doors for you to keep up the good work. I really feel like yeah, you caught someone's attention romantically because they love your passion, and also a lot of you guys are extremely open-minded, and a lot of people are bored of the same old the way that you guys are. There are people out there just like you, men, women, doesn't matter, you know. So I feel that you should know that, you know, that a lot of times people are just in a low vibration, and it can get very frustrating. But don't get caught up in all of that. Like I said, if you're like a woman out there that you date men, then a man's thinking of you. If you are a man and a woman's thinking of you, if you date the same gender, you know, whatever, guys. It doesn't matter. You know, people looking at you in a highlight. It doesn't matter, you know, who you are, where you come from, okay? So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really do hope you guys like that message. And let me know below, are people trying you or like you don't even care, you're not even noticing it? Because either way, you're doing great. So I do hope you guys like that message, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.